How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper. My goal on the channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading with the price is going up or down. So over on total for the daily, it does look like we are gaining a little bit of strength here. So that is positive for us. If we can continue to pump forward, we could see this bull flag potentially play out. Remember, we did say to exercise a little bit of caution. We did see the geopolitical landscape kind of improve, and things are going pretty good so far. So our poly market accuracy was correct. So we have seen some kind of things being worked out there, and as long as that does not fall through, it's likely that this could continue to push the market up. We will have other things that we do have to worry about, like tariffs and other things that are going to affect the US, but that shouldn't affect crypto too much because remember, crypto is worldwide and we own less than a fifth of it. Stochastic is pushing up, RSI is pushing forward, VWAP is gaining strength, momentum is pushing forward, and that money flow is losing strength. But if that VWAP can maintain bullish trends, we could see that money flow reverse. Over on the 1 hour, we did get a retest and a bounce, so this would have been your signal that you could jump in, and that may be safe to see a potential continuation here. Again, watch other resistance areas. We do have like this strong consolidation right around that Fibonacci level, and then we do have some strong support right around this resistance at this 863. Remember, resistance is above, support is below. Our momentum is pushing down. That VWAP has a lower low after getting a lower high, so I would exercise caution because this could create a bearish trend that could bring momentum lower and weaken our money flow. Remember, if that happens, then we could retrace our gains. We did shoot up very quickly, but we did see a retracement, so I'm not too concerned about retracement just because we moved up quick. I'd be more concerned about retracement just because the market's dropping. So over on Bitcoin futures, the hourly kind of got a little goofy. I think they changed on the indicators. I can't really do much about that. That's that fixed range volume profile. It has some weird bars behind it on some time frames. But over on Bitcoin futures for the daily, we do have this rising channel. This rising channel may get invalidated as we are approaching the top and the geopolitical landscape is improving. So again, that is very positive for us and that will help push us forward as long as it continues. Stochastic is pushing up, RSI is pushing forward, VWAP is in the bullish territory with a higher low and a potential higher high, so we could kick off a bullish trend here to bring that momentum higher and give that money flow some strength. Over on the 1 hour, we did try to break out. We kind of retested, so watch for a continuation and a bounce. If we get a strong red candle here, then it's likely we would break down. That is a long upper shadow candle, so I would watch for that. Our VWAP is in the bullish territory after visiting bearish, so as long as that VWAP does not get a shorter high and just reverse course, then we could continue forward. That would push momentum higher and give that money flow strength in order to break us through the top of that channel. So over on Bitcoin, we saw a very quick push up. Again, this is not too bad because we're not seeing a very big candle like this. Usually when you have those big candles or you just have big green candles, like if we saw this kind of green candle like 5-6 days in a row, then we might start getting overextended. Our stochastic is pushing forward, RSI is pushing up, VWAP does have a higher low, so watch for it to get a higher high. As long as that can happen, momentum will continue higher, money flow will break forward, and we can make that run forward. Over on the 1 hour, we do have a higher high after getting a higher low. So we kind of pulled back, got that higher low, and pushed forward. We said to watch for that 83K. We made that bounce off that 83K, and then we continued forward. That was in our Discord. So if you're not in our Discord, you should be because that's where we give those daily updates. Our stochastic does want to round away here. RSI is pretty flat. VWAP is a little indecisive, so watch if that VWAP breaks down. Again, if that VWAP breaks down and gets a lower low, then we could see this be a weak high with a lower low, which would weaken momentum and bring money flow down, which over several hours could make us retrace gains. We did see a very strong green candle, so we may just see a little bit of retracement. Ideally, we would see consolidation here, though, so we're going to want to watch for that consolidation to create a strong bull flag. If we could create a strong bull flag, then maybe we can push up to the 90K range. Over on Graph for the daily, remember we're going to be covering Graph and XRP daily as our thing in our Discord closed. So if you want any other coins, remember to drop them in the comments. Otherwise, we're done after XRP. Over on Graph for the daily, we are pumping forward. Oh, we will be doing Anchor as well because that was requested in the comments last night. Stochastic is pushing forward, RSI is pushing up, VWAP is gaining strength, momentum is pushing up, and that money flow does want to gain a little bit of strength, providing that VWAP can stay bullish. Over at the 1 hour, we got that retest and a bounce. We have an indecision candle, and we do look like we are getting indecisive. So we could pump forward, but I would err on the side of caution and watch that VWAP close. Right now, that VWAP does have a lower high, and we are attempting to make a lower low. If that VWAP stays in the bearish territory here, momentum will continue lower, money flow will break into the red, and we would push down and invalidate any kind of bullish pattern. But if the rest of the market were to pump up, I would see Graph pumping up with it. So for my XRP holders, the SEC announced they are finally done messing with us, and that's why we have a very strong green candle for us. Our stochastic is pushing up, RSI is pushing up, VWAP does want to push forward, we do have a higher low, so we are maintaining a bullish trend. If we can get a consistent or a higher high, that will push momentum higher, which will give money flow strength, and then we could push up to those previous resistance areas, around that 276, and potentially right around that Fibonacci, right around $3. Over on our 1 hour, it does look like we did make a very quick move forward. So ideally, we would consolidate, make our indicators go flat, make some price, find some price range in here, and then hopefully pump forward over there. Remember, if we see another strong green candle, that could be a little more worrisome because you don't want to just shoot straight for the moon because you'll run out of gas and come crashing down. Momentum is pushing down, stochastic's weakening, RSI is about to follow, and that VWAP is favoring bearish. So if that VWAP does not reverse soon, it's likely momentum will continue lower and money flow will break into the red. It's kind of fluctuating into the red, so if it holds, then higher time frames will weaken. I'm not going to say that would be too likely. If the rest of the market continues forward, it's likely we would invalidate bearish momentum and we would push forward. We do have a long upper shadow candle kind of trying to form here. It could be a hammer candle if it closes like this and is followed by a strong green candle. In that case, we may run up and tear forward, which then we might start to want to see some consolidation or some pullback, because again, you don't want to just shoot straight for the moon. So over on Anchor, looks like we have a lot of gaps. So remember, gaps have an 80% likelihood to fill. And if you want to trade gaps, Anchor's your coin because it gaps all the time. Stochastic is pushing forward, RSI is pushing up, VWAP is gaining strength, pushing momentum, and money flow higher. So we do look pretty positive there as well. Over on the 1 hour, let's see, kind of evaluate these gaps here. So we do have a gap down to the bottom, right around 1758. We have another one here around 1740. We have another right between 1725 and 1714. So I would watch there. We also have 1614. So several different areas where we have gaps to the downside that could end up filling. Remember, they have an 80% likelihood to fill, but they do not have to. Now we have higher highs with higher lows that are pushing us forward. That is positive, but I would watch if they do end up connecting. As long as they do not end up connecting, then we do have a bullish continuation going. That bullish continuation could help push us forward. We do have that upper gap, I believe, right here, right around that 1923. So that bullish continuation could push us to that 1923, and if we do not see a rejection in that range or the 2020 area, then it's likely we would continue forward. But if we do see that rejection, then it's likely we may make a move down and fill our lower gaps. Our stochastic does want to curl off. Momentum is pushing forward. Our VWAP is in the bullish territory. We got shorter lows, so watch for a higher high. If we can get a stronger high here, then it's likely we're going to push to a higher gap. However, if that VWAP just rolls over, then we see a lower low or favor to the bearish side, then we're going to push to those lower areas. Again, if total pushes up, that's going to push all your altcoins besides Ethereum up, and the rest of the market is going to run. Speaking of Ethereum, we'll jump there. We got our bull flag to play out, or we invalidate our bear flag, sorry. So we invalidated the bear flag like we said to watch. We kind of got some retests here if you look at the 1 hour. So this indecision candle could have been your cue that we may start to push forward. Now VWAP was starting to gain a little bit of strength here as well, so that could have been your cue that we may see a nice tear forward. So I know a few people in my Discord got in on that opportunity, so good for you guys. Thank you all for watching tonight's video. Hit the like and subscribe and join us in the Discord.